You are now tuning in to the Awkward Thinking Podcast.
Isn't that so funny? How we just, got a little sound. You like that? I know you do. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of your favorite fucking podcast, your neighborhood weirdos, your friends that you never knew you needed, the big dick niggas to the average size dick niggas. We are, ladies and gentlemen, the Awkward Thinkers. Oh shit, I hit the wrong button.
You fucking up.
Yeah. I'm your boy Nazi Stacks, here with my lovely co-host.
What's up? I'm Vince. That's how you introduce me now, bro?
Yeah.
That's how you gonna introduce me?
Yeah, that's how we going. That's how we kicking it this year. So, as we always ask, how you been, man?
I've been good, chilling shit. I got the nephews this weekend.
Yeah, I know. We had a little kerfuffle at the house, but it wasn't nothing too bad. I woke up this morning. They didn't wake me up, actually. I woke up off my own merit. Mm-hmm. But, they was very respectful young men. They shook my hand and, they just kids. They was just real respectful. It couldn't even be like, you know what I mean? Not like mad, like I was going to be in there getting mad or anything, but I was like, they dapped me up. They said, thank you. I said, go ahead about your day. I played a game, and then, it was cool. I was
you turned the game on for them?
Yeah.
I was wondering how they got it on, but I'm like, all right. Well, I actually came down there when you did that.
Well, how was your week besides that, though?
It's been good. Like, I don't know why. Even at work, they've been like, Vince, you just seem so nice. You, this and that. I get high before I go in.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish I could do that. I can't. Me high wouldn't work at work, especially what I gotta do. But I'll talk about that a little later, though. For actually, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, okay. So, with my work week, it was crazy. I'm gonna go a little bit more detail later in the episode, so stay tuned, motherfuckers. But yeah, it's been a rough work week. I think this was like one of them weeks where it's like, why am I working? Like I never wanted to call off so bad in my life. This week. A lot of weird stuff has been happening with me and a lot of different things. But in the light bright of things, I've been doing polls on
You been stripping?
I've been stripping.
Oh.
I've been wearing a G-string thong. My dick has been hard. I've been swinging that motherfucker like a helicopter, little propeller.
Why you take it there?
Cause you wanted that. So I'm taking it
you
where you want
just,
it.
Oh yeah, I hit the pole here and there. You had to go into detail. You got a G-string.
You know why they want to see this ass? You know what I'm saying?
That thing flat.
Let me stop because y'all niggas just don't hold no couth. Y'all niggas always want to see some shit in the DM. Stop. We already said stop. Just be nice and be cool. Just comment on the YouTube or something. You know what I mean? Get out of my DMs. Comment on the YouTube.
He like the DMs.
I really don't, y'all. Please stop.
Shit.
Somebody offered me $10,000.
For what?
I knew it wasn't realistic. They was like $10,000. No, they said love your show. Keep doing your thing. I said thank you. Appreciate the love. That's it. Then they said, yeah, with that big fat ass, I want to see that motherfucker. This and that. I said, I fucking hate y'all, number one. Then two, what else they said? I just left it alone. Like, I read it and left it alone. Then they were like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to harass you. You did. You literally legit did mean to harass me.
Talking about I didn't mean to harass you. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Then I was making polls on my Instagram story, basically about little scenarios and stuff like that. And I was going more so into like survival mode. Like, what would you do? And I've noticed that people just don't have no survival instinct because I put the poll up. I said, what would be your food for if you had to survive on an island? And I gave the choices. I said fruits and vegetables, wings, like any flavor of your choice, seafood, and or any snack of your choice. The first runner-up was, I think, wings. That was wings. Wings won. And then the second was seafood. I said, this is some nigga shit.
Gotta be some nigga shit.
Then fruits and vegetables came last, second to last, and then last was any snack of your choice, which any smart person wouldn't want any snack of your choice. I don't know the nourishment.
What if like your snack is a fucking 5-course meal?
I mean, the snack is something that's in a bag, something quick. That's what I mean as far as that. But I did want to go like into like it got deeper into my mind because I'm like, all right, if I was really stranded on an island with like something, would I eat a person? Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, I think I would. Like I legit would. Yeah.
I hate for you to be one of them niggas who like on TV shows like Lost or.
I feel like it's fair game because look, I look at it like. I already eat pussy. You know what I mean? So it's just eating pussy cooked. That's all literally what it is. That literally is. You're licking flesh. I know that people suck their thumbs. That's a variation of cannibalism.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Women suck dick. You don't think that's the same thing? They're just not consuming the full dick like for nourishment, but they're eating the cum for nourishment. That's it. That's all. That's my talking point. But no, like legit, I would really like eat a human, even if it was like.
Hold on. You telling me you think eating pussy is equivalent to eating another person?
Yes.
How?
Because you're licking the flesh. Mm-hmm. You're licking the flesh. You're tasting the flesh. So if you cook it, you're just chewing it and swallowing it. That's it. That's it.
And you don't think that's more of a difference than just licking some shit?
Yes, that is like, nigga, I think that's the same. You can eat a pussy listen, legit. Go ahead.
When I was a kid and people used to talk about eating pussy, I really thought they meant like bite that shit. I'm glad I was watching porn before I started doing my thing because I would have been biting.
Biting pussy.
Yeah.
So you can really nibble. You can like nibble on it
type
though.
Of thing.
You can nibble on the pussy, but don't like bite hard. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry though. Cannibalism and eating pussy is two different things. Number one,
a scab before though.
My scab. And no. Actually, I have.
You never put a scab in your mouth.
No. Because I'm just thinking about that. That's nasty. No, I ain't never did the scab shit. Now, what I'll do, I'll eat the like cuticles and shit off my fingertips and shit. So like,
yeah, like the little skin off.
I'll do that. I won't do a scab because a scab I feel like that's dry blood. That shit nasty.
It's the same shit. We
It's
eat
not.
little small things off of ourselves.
And I feel like that's different though. And when I'm doing that, I'm not doing it like, ooh, this shit tastes good. It's fire. Oh, I'm eating parts of myself. I'm doing it like, nigga, I don't know. It's a anxiety thing.
And it's good though. It's good. It's nourishment. I would go honestly, if going back to the Atlanta thing, if I'm covered, like my veil, whatever, I can't see what I'm eating and it tastes good and it's prepared well. Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie. I think I would still eat it if I knew it was human. No lie. Because it's just like, if it's not in the looks of a hand or an arm and it's like cubed up like fajitas or some shit like that, and I was like, all right, this is human meat.
Without having to be on the island?
Without having to be on the island.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I feel like I've tried different foods like Chinese
and now
food
you want to try
that.
Chinese fucking people?
Yeah. Legit. I would. I really would. I mean, like, what is the harm in it? What am I going to go, like, crazy or insane?
I feel like you can go crazy eating your own people. Number one,
Fish do it all the fucking time.
That's nasty as fuck. They animals. And then it's just like,
we're animals. We just got clothes.
Why the fuck would you even think, like, yeah, let me take a bite up out this motherfucker? Like, oh yeah, that motherfucker looking real good. I don't think people taste good. I don't know. I don't think we taste as good as we think we do. Like, first off, motherfuckers don't even eat good. You gonna have to find you a fucking vegan, if anything.
Yeah.
And it's hard trying to find it. Well, it ain't too hard finding a vegan, but who the fuck you go eat, Al?
I think you have to test it out. No, like anything. I feel like for people who've eaten chicken, they have legit said, I wonder what this motherfucker tastes like. So, and anybody who has performed cannibalism has not turned back to regular meat. So, therefore, the shit must be hitting on some shit if they're willing to
feel like because you Hannibal Lecter ass nigga. What is wrong with you? Talking about eating people and shit. I don't know. That's too much for me. I watched too many horror movies growing up, especially dealing with cannibalism. I don't fuck with cannibalism. Like, I watched Wrong Turn and The Hills Have Eyes and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They was just biting motherfuckers, eating people. That, I can't do no shit like that.
The only thing that scares me is, like, the inhumane of it. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That bothers you?
That's the only part. Yeah, because it's just like, when I seen Green Inferno, and it was just like they were still in the thing. Like, at least kill me in my sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Kill me while don't make me suffer through
Or
it.
yeah, like let me drink something that's gonna knock me out forever or some shit like that. Like, I'm not giving nobody no hints on how to prepare me, but I feel like for me, I want to be, if I'm to be cooked and shit like that, I want to be like rosemary, thyme, and like lemon juice, something just real good, baked, roasted. Like I want me to be like the Wagyu beef of people to eat.
I doubt it. They
like
gonna turn your ass into jerk food and call it a day.
But I feel like when, like for me, like when they get a cut of me, I feel like people would be like, oh, the dad would come home and they'd be like, oh, we're having Nas for dinner. Everybody gets excited because it's like, well, we never get it. Like that's one of them high price meats, like A grade Wagyu beef. That's how I want to be prepared.
I doubt if you gonna actually be prepared like that. I'm sorry. You don't seem like
I'm a fancy feast, nigga.
you maybe cat food, like you'll be good for some shit like that, but not for other people to eat nasty ass.
So what about you? How would you want to be prepared?
Do me with the Holy Trinity. Throw some onions, some carrots, some celery, you know, nice little broth and shit.
So you want to be like a Louisiana type dish?
No.
No?
It ain't gotta be.
So what would be like a signature dish that you would be wanting to make it into?
I wouldn't want to be made into a fucking dish. I wouldn't. But I feel like I make some good ass chops. Yeah. And one of these
Ribs.
fucking legs, yeah.
Yeah, one of the ribs. Yeah, I feel like your ribs would be good.
One of my legs can feed, I know, a whole fucking neighborhood, a whole community.
But you gotta think, I don't know, because I feel like my meat is not as much as my body fat. I feel like this is just a lot of my body fat that makes me feel like I would be good, but I don't feel like my meat would be enough to feed a lot.
I feel like, I know, like, my leg area, especially, like, my calf and shit, that's not fat. That's more muscle than anything. Like, for me, that's the most muscular part of my body. So, let's go, and, well, they gonna have to, like, tenderize that shit, because that shit is a little tough.
I ain't gonna lie though, it always possesses me to be like really weird. Like even with Fear Factor, they used to really eat dick and balls. Like legit used to eat dick and balls.
So you want to eat dick and balls?
No, I don't want to eat dick and balls.
You sure?
I'm just saying, like they used to really like what possessed you to be like, I want to eat a horse dick. That like
Money.
Or I want not even money. People
It was
do that.
money. They was doing that shit for money.
I mean, yeah, they would do it for fucking money, but not a lot of fucking money if you look at it.
It wasn't a lot of money, but as a kid, you would think like,
$20,000 was.
oh, they're about to eat all that shit for $20,000. They're about to be rich. No,
Yeah.
that shit be gone.
Maybe.
Imagine you just
Taxes.
eating all that nasty ass shit and that shit to be gone, especially with taxes.
Yeah.
You telling me I'm eating horse dick and horse balls and y'all niggas is gonna take bull balls? That's what they had, and y'all niggas is gonna take taxes out that shit.
My thing is, it's just like they never made it look appetizing to be like, ooh. But people legit, like I see people on TikTok eat like testicles and dick and all that.
I feel like
all the
it's
time.
a cultural thing more so. That's not no shit you just wake up and be like, some balls taste really good today. Like, I feel like it's one of them things. You know how like you can look at another culture and the way they prepare their food or they dishes and you like, that shit look gross as fuck, but they dip that shit in some sauce and be tearing it up. It's like that. I can't do that shit though. It's not for me. But I do respect people who be like, I'm gonna go all the way through and eat all the animal without wasting it. I respect that.
I don't.
Why?
I don't. I just feel like
But you'll eat a person.
Yeah, like if it came down to it, you know, apocalyptic type, you know.
You know, I could. I don't. Let me search this up. But I've always been told that corned beef is
Human meat.
no. Why the fuck would I be eating corned beef if I
Shit
thought it
good,
was
bro.
human meat? No, I've always heard that corned beef is
Scraps.
cow pussy.
That shit good.
And like from being a kid, I don't know why people was telling me that shit. Like, oh yeah, that you eating cow pussy.
How the fuck will you slice cow pussy? I know
That's
cow
what I'm
pussy
about
ain't
to-
that fucking big to slice up into some fucking corned
I don't
beef.
know. Them motherfuckers might
Now,
have.
I can see a cow ass being corned beef.
It doesn't say.
Yeah, because they don't want you to fucking know. You think the FDA is gonna let you know if cows was really cow pussy was fucking corned beef? No, nigga.
And they would really say it was cow pussy, and I really believe that for a long, like
it was
up
pink,
until this
probably.
moment. Not even. I think it's the way it shreds too.
I was straight. I would break apart. It's so good. It's really good.
It is. Corned beef is good. I give it that.
Speaking of animal fucking, it has nothing to do
Who
with
was talking about animal fucking? What's on your mind today, bro?
Yo, I had a rough week at work, bro. Like, legit. Like, all right. I know this is the part of the episode I was going to talk about my work week, guys. So I had a hell of a week. The kid, like, everybody knows who's been listening for a long time knows I work with kids. And I was taking pictures of the kids, and then one comes in, and he is on all fours, like, all fours running.
What do you look like?
He's a white kid, of course. He's running on all fours. This nigga got this shit down to a technique. I'm even amazed. I said, "How nigga is you Tarzan?" Because nigga, how the fuck is you doing this shit? So he woofs. So I turn around, all the kids like, "What the fuck?" I'm thinking the same thing, but they just said it for me. They said, "What the fuck?" He woofs again, and then they were like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I identify as a dog, right? And I said, instinctively, he needs his ass beat.
He does. He does.
But I always wanted to know, like, what either, how, like, people try to put it in the past life, where it's like, I was this in the past life or something. Like, what if people who identify as, like, animals, like lizards and shit, was legit that in their past life?
None of that shit matters because this is the life that you living now, and right now you're a human. Identify as a fucking human. I'm all right with people identifying as different genders and shit, but when you start talking about you an animal, it's something. This is not anaphocamorphous or whatever the fuck that shit is. That's not okay. That is nasty.
I don't know. I just feel like, honestly, if it was like something in the past life, like, we don't honestly know what's next after this, but I would be pissed as fuck if I get a weak ass animal. Like, cause when they be like, oh, it's reincarnation, like, you can turn into any fucking thing. Number one, I can really be in poverty, my next life.
I want to be a dragon.
I don't think it's real. Dragons are real.
How you know?
How do you know?
In the next life, any fucking thing could be real.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true. I give you that. I give you that. But I wouldn't want to be no fucking dragon.
Why?
I would rather be another fucking human. Like, legit, if I could be like another human in my own form, in my own like person, like take one personality trait from my last life, that's what it was. And I think that's what happened with him. He probably was a dog in his past life, and he just took one of them. Bro, I swear to God,
I think
if you
he one of them kids who be going around the house and his parents don't be like, stop that. Because that's what needs to happen. Stop that. You're not a fucking dog. I hate the furry community. I'm sorry to come for y'all on here. But some shit shouldn't be allowed. And I think we are merging.
There's nothing wrong with the furry community.
It is. Because what the fuck is this, the Hunger Games?
It's just people that's dressing up in mascot costumes. I seen this big black guy. He had a little documentary. And he goes around and then he likes a mascot for kids. People like rent him out. I feel like it was nothing wrong. What is the furry community going to do to you?
I just don't like the idea of motherfuckers feeling like they are animals and then acting that shit out. And the people who play with them and be like, yeah, you an animal, and like allow that to happen, y'all weird too.
I don't like the people that it's not my scenario. Like, how people will be trying to go to like to sex parties and stuff like that, and like they'll like. That's nothing I would want to attend.
I want to go to a sex party. Yeah, not to be like I'm into that, but like I don't know. I kind of want to see what the fuck is going on. Like a sex party really would not be that bad to me. I don't think.
I feel like a sex party, like I a lot of shit kind of turns me off when I see it in person, and it kind of scars me. So I just don't want to see some shit that's like, what the fuck is going on?
Because I watch porn and
it's not. Like, it gets grosser. It gets grosser.
I don't want. I think the smells would come into play with me, like having to be there for certain shit, and then everybody ain't clean. Everybody don't wash the way they should. So if I'm at a sex party and certain smells come up, I'm gonna be like, bro, what the fuck? That'll ruin it for me. And then if I see like some anal shit going on and like shit come out,
yeah, that's what I'm scared of too.
That'll ruin it for me.
I ain't gonna lie.
Hopefully everybody do whatever they gotta do, so like when you in there, shit works smoothly.
Yeah, legit. I don't know. I just think what goes even a little further for me, like I always wondered when I was a kid, like what people like. Remember when people was getting like ripped apart because they was taking horse dick or some shit like that. Like that. I don't know what goes into people's mind to be like, ooh, let me fuck this animal. Like, let me fuck this.
Desperation and fucking.
A horse dick is big, bro. Like, a horse dick is like, I ain't never see, my first time seeing like some balls was like on a pit bull, and I don't know if it was like a gay moment for me, but I was like, damn, them some big ass fucking balls. Like,
why is that a gay moment?
I don't know, because I'm just looking, I'm like, damn, them some big ass balls. That was my first time ever seeing, because you know, most dogs be neutered, you don't never see them bitches, and then cartoons, I never thought that like dogs used to really have like a fucking
balls and shit.
Yeah, low key, I ain't gonna lie, it's an awkward confession. We don't have our fucking buttons, but for that, but I do have a little awkward confession about that. I used to watch a lot of like Animal Planet and shit like that, but I used to be more interested on how animals mate. Because it was just so unique.
You a furry nigga, bro?
No, I'm not a furry nigga, but it was just really something interesting. Like, snails don't mate, like they'll tangle into each other and then make slimes. Like, monkeys' dicks are like this fucking small. What else? When cats mate, like the males have spikes to lynch. That's why, you know, when they hear like the all that shit like that, they'll like so the girl can't move or anything like that. What else? Spiders, when they mate, they'll
We ain't gotta talk about the spiders.
Yeah, spiders when they mate,
Bitch.
they'll kill their spouse. The same with
Grasshoppers.
not grasshoppers. Is another one. It's the other praying mantis. Yeah, praying mantis do that. So I was always so amazed on how like animals mate. It's always interesting.
I think you just like fucking.
I do.
You like watching things fuck, and that's kind of sick because it's like, how you getting off to snail porn?
I never got off. It never made me hard. It was just something like, I'm a real documentary guy, and I'm always fascinated with drugs and animals. Maybe it was a wild life back then that I lived.
We should go see Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, see, that would be a great twist. But yeah, I know. I just don't understand the desire for it. Like, yeah, that's it. That's all.
I feel like that's some shit white people invented.
Bestiality.
Yeah.
Farmers.
Yeah.
Like white trash.
And that's how diseases got spread too. Fucking pigs and fucking sheeps and shit.
Yeah, because they was trying to say like, oh, monkeys gave us AIDS and shit like that. And I'm like,
who was fucking the monkeys?
Who the fuck was fucking the monkeys?
First off, I just feel like to fuck a monkey, them monkeys ain't just sitting there letting you fuck them, number one. And number two is like, I seen them motherfuckers take somebody's scalp off. Like, peel that bitch back. Like, seen that shit happen on video, not in person. You ain't no way you doing no shit to a monkey and a monkey ain't fucking your ass up.
Yeah, because it's like, how do you fucking seduce a monkey?
You don't. You not. Monkey ain't going for that shit. And then you think, like, again, you just said monkey dicks is like that. You think you gonna be able to put human dick into a monkey?
I mean, if it's a pussy, I feel like the pussy can take the human dick.
I feel like that'd be too much. And again, I still feel like that'd cause the monkey to, like, act up. Like, I'm about to fuck you up. What the fuck is you doing? Yeah. And then it's just like, what the fuck be wrong with y'all?
Right. I don't know. I never looked at it. Like, I don't know what people like, ooh, I'm about to fuck this fish still. You know what I mean? Like,
I see somebody fuck a snake.
How the fuck do you fuck a snake?
It was so wild, and it was like, I don't know how I got on that fucking dark side of the internet, but yeah, somebody fucked a snake before.
Because it's just like, where do you even locate the pussy? Because for a long time, I did not know turtles had dicks or pussies.
I wouldn't. Well, yeah, I would have assumed, but I
never seen it. I never.
Where the fuck is it at?
I think it's a latch that like
that motherfucker opened up his shell.
Yeah, it's a latch that motherfucker let loose. Yeah. But it's a weird dick though. Yeah. Like it's like a
glob.
Yeah, it's like a little glob.
I've seen that. Yeah. It's so weird. I don't know, like, not to talk about dicks, but just imagine if your dick wasn't how human dicks look, and it's
but it would be normal to us.
It would, but it's just imagine having a monkey dick, or imagine having a
Some people do have monkey dicks. Some people do have small dicks.
I'm not talking about small dicks. I mean actual fucking monkey dick, or even a turtle dick where your shit flops out and it expands in like a circular way or whatever.
My thing is I'm wondering if like reptiles masturbate. I know monkeys and shit masturbate, but I want to know if like other animals like masturbate.
You really into the sexual part of animals, huh?
No, it's just
I don't know. You keep bringing shit up, bro.
It's just more of a like. You ever notice just if they have human-like ways? Like, I just be wanting to know, like, if they masturbate in some way, shape, or form, or how would they masturbate to get that sexual frustration? There's a lot of rapists in the animal kingdom.
It is. I ain't know that.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers be out there.
They
They
be taking pussy. They do. They do. What consent does a fucking you fight like imagine two animals, they fighting at a bar. The nigga wins, one of the nigga wins, and then they get to fuck the girl. The girl probably don't even fuck with them. They just fucking.
But jellyfish, you need to watch out for them motherfuckers too. Jellyfish are the oldest known living animals on Earth. Like, jellyfish were here 200,000 years before humans were. Imagine everything that was going on. Or imagine, like, and I might be wrong, it might be more than 200,000, it might be 2 million or something like that. But just imagine them motherfuckers being in the ocean all that time. And then the way that they reproduce is crazy. Like, a jellyfish can basically clone itself. Like, when it gets hurt or it gets to, like, the end of its lifespan, it sinks down to the bottom of the ocean and creates, like, a little nest thingy.
Right.
And then another jellyfish, and I think even more, emerge from that. But there's always one jellyfish that's identical to the one that died. Like, completely identical. So, like, marine biologists and shit, they think jellyfish might be immortal.
Oh, so what if they take the jellyfish blood and put it into humans, and then we can be immortal?
No, I don't think we need to be immortal.
I feel like we do.
We don't. I feel like that would cause so many problems for us being able to live forever. Look at what niggas do in 60, 70 years. Look at the damage. Imagine Hitler living for 200 fucking years.
It depends. People can change.
People can't change. I don't think it's in our nature as humans to, like, actually, I think we are one of those species that's, like, designed to self-destruct.
I will only start wanting to age at 100. And, like, if I can look this way up until 100, and then until I reach 150, and then I'll start like looking certain ages, then I'd be cool with that.
I can't see that shit.
Like, if everybody look good in their primes for like maybe until they was 70, I think life would be a lot more easier.
Imagine how restrictive shit would get there. If you got people living to 100, 150,
right?
Niggas are going to have to eventually start imposing, like, certain laws about having kids.
They already do, though.
It's going to be wider, though. More like, around the world.
I don't know. I just feel like if we, because not everybody lives to see 100, so it's just the same thing. It's just like life still goes on.
Nah, everybody's immortal.
No, I'm saying, like, you get to like 150, that's when you start aging. Like, once you hit that 100 mark.
Still, imagine throughout that time now, because and I just seen this too, like, the average, people be thinking like the average lifespan is 50. Like,
who thinks that?
Like, or people think, or not average lifespan, people think like the average lifespan is 100, and then they think like 50 is like the halfway point. And then when you look at 100 and you like, all right, 100 divided by 2 is 50 or whatever, or that's at least the number in the middle, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Everybody does not live to be 100. Everybody doesn't even live to be 70. So, like, the average, or not the average, but the halfway lifespan is 35. You know how they be like, people having a midlife crisis? Your midlife crisis is in your 30s, because people aren't living past 70 for the most part. And that's sad, especially to be in one of the greatest countries in the world.
That's only in America.
I know for a fact it is in America. I'm pretty sure other countries have it bad. But I think, like, even in China and shit, I think their elderly live longer than ours. But they also have different, like, customs and shit, different cultural customs that they have. So, like, I know, like, and I think it's might not just be with, like, in the Asian community. It might, because I think it's all over. Like,
Asians live a long time.
Yeah, but it's they take care of the elderly. Like once the elderly get to a certain age, it's like, all right, you move in with us. We take care of you until the day you die. And like that's just how it works for them. Versus us, we be like, all right, I'm gonna send your ass to this nursing home.
But
and
do you
have
think it's
them take care
because of their diet?
It could be too. Yeah.
Because they eat a lot of noodles and fish.
Not even noodles and fish. It's America has so much bullshit in our food that it does not make sense. Like, it's a lot of additives and stuff that's in our food that they won't allow in other countries. Like Europe and I think China does not allow certain things, but America allows it. Like the food dye, that red food coloring, not good for you at all. But they allow it in damn near all the shit that we have. That like it's been known to cause like different like ADHD and shit. So like that shit that you gotta worry about, but it's in our food. What else is in our food? Like our food, a lot of our shit is processed. And it's they do shit to like extend the shelf life within our food, which is a problem. The other countries don't do that shit for them.
Insect parts are like in spices and shit like that. Like ground cinnamon and rodent poop.
Yeah.
Rodent poop is in seeds
and
ginger,
a lot of peanut butter,
mace, mold, which is cheese. Yeah. Insect heads, mites, maggots.
In the U.S. allows a certain amount of like rodent parts and insects and shit inside the food. Like you're allowed a certain amount in there.
Yeah, like a couple hairs in the.
No, not like no couple hairs. You're allowed parts of the rodent. So like if a tail falls in that shit, it's allowed to be in there. You can't have 30 tails, but if it's 1 or 2 rat tails in there, all right, that's cool. Yeah. America does not give a fuck about us and our health. And these phones, these tablets, all this shit, everything is proof of that. Like the food, like I said, I follow some dude on TikTok. He goes through the food list and like even with apple juice and shit, like it say 100% apple juice, right? It's not 100%. It's not really like good for you. Like, okay, it is 100%, but it's like basically what they do is they boil the food so much and cook it down so much that it loses all of its fibers and maybe not fibers. Delete that part. Make sure you fucking delete that part.
I'm keeping that in.
But it all of its nutrients. It loses all of its nutrients. So by the time you start drinking it, it's no longer even good for you. It's no longer good for you to really drink. So, like, you got to be careful. America don't give a fuck about us. And that's, like, I don't know. Like, I'm black. I've always known that. So, it's...
White people, you're up next. Do you have any fucking hot takes?
Let me think. What have we talked about?
We talked about animal fucking, food. What else do we talk about? We talked about...
You know, the Amish... And I don't think they'll see this because they don't.
They don't have electric. Fucking losers.
But I wonder how long they live because they self-sufficient and they do like they.
But they still use American shit.
They do, but I feel like they make a lot of their shit from scratch at the same time though. So I wonder what the life expectancy is for Amish people. And then even the shit within our air. There's a lot of pollutants and shit in our air that shouldn't be there. But not to mention all the fucking train derailments that nobody's no longer talking about. But I ain't go because I don't need nobody
knocking at your door and killing you. Yeah. I still need you for a couple episodes.
But yeah, the Amish people, they be fucking animals. Like the boys, the young boys as they come up, a lot of them will get caught fucking animals.
Never. Yeah. Where the fuck did you find that from?
TikTok.
You're a liar.
I'm so serious. Amish TikTok. I had this thing. Now, I don't want to say I was, like, scared of Amish people, but it's a little culty.
It's the coils.
Yeah, with the bow
with the hat, yeah.
It's a little culty. No offense, because I do know that.
Because y'all make some good-ass fucking food. Shout out to the Red Terminal Market. If y'all know what the fucking Red Terminal Market is, that shit is good as fuck. But go ahead.
But, so, I wanted to read up and learn more about them. And, yeah, after reading up and learning more, I learned that oftentimes, like, the young boys who are coming up and shit, They get caught fucking animals, and they get in trouble for that.
I think you know what is going to get you the most theatrics if you had to fuck an animal, a pig, because it's the
Are
moaning.
you talking about? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just saying, if you had to fuck an animal, it would have to be personally a pig. Pigs they got a little some. You know what I mean? They
Pigs
squeal.
are nasty as fuck. Any
And every nigga love a nasty bitch. Boom.
Imagine fucking a pig and it just starts shitting on you.
Niggas be into that. I can't.
That shit,
Niggas be
y'all
into that.
trifling as fuck. But yeah, they be on that with the sheeps and shit.
Sheeps make sense. Sheeps make sense. I ain't gonna lie.
Cushion for the cushion.
Sheeps make a lot of sense. Now, a horse, you're one. You wanna die.
You a brave motherfucker to be trying to fuck a horse.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You would die. What's my hot take? My hot take is, as usual, I hate to be like, I be like on your side, then I don't be on your side. But my hot take is, some women with fat asses don't have personality. I think their ass has more personality than them, and then what I mean by that is that's their personality trait. And I know I used that like 3 times, but seriously, that's their only way of like inching weight. Like they're just no. I just think that's just some women with fat asses have no personality. Their ass has more personality than them. That's what I'm saying.
Have you been scarred by women with fat asses or something?
No, I just see it a lot on the internet, and it's just like you don't have no dimension to you but ass.
I hate them pictures where it's like you turned around and your ass is like
Hanging out.
Yeah,
I like them.
I don't. I'd be like, who is this for, bro? Not, and I don't not like people wanting to be like looked at however they want to be looked at. I don't. But I don't know. For me, I'd be like,
I like how Ice Spice pose when she be putting her hand like behind her ass.
It just like to me is, and I don't say that to box them in, but it's like, it's like, to me when you do shit like that, it's like, oh, look at me, I want to be sexualized. Like that's it. It's never like, I don't know. It's to me, anytime you do shit like that, it's never like. It's like, why are you doing that?
Because they want to show off their body as woman empowerment, Vincent.
I don't consider anything to be, and I'm a man, so who am I to say? That's not what body shaming is.
But that's what you're going into.
Literally, that's not what that is.
Okay, go ahead.
No, what is body shaming?
You're shaming a woman for how she wants to portray her body.
That's not, even if I was doing that, that's not,
what you're doing. No, that's literally what you're doing.
Even if I was doing that, that's not body shaming.
Okay, then what is it?
That's policing. Shame. It's policing. It's not shaming though.
Okay.
And body shaming is more so, oh, you shouldn't wear these kind of clothes because it doesn't compliment your body. Or, oh, you have one fucking bigger toe than the other one. One toe is longer than your other toe. It's nasty. It's gross. Ew, what the fuck?
You know what is something I never knew?
What?
That I knew, but like women got mismatched titties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought everything was symmetrical. I never known that like one was bigger than the other. Which one you think tastes better?
Shut the fuck up. But nah, I don't, shit like that, I just never cared for it because it's always, I don't know. The people who always posted those were like, I don't know. I see motherfuckers crying later on social media like, don't motherfuckers only want me for my body, and it's like,
so
not so, but it's like that's what you present, and it's like that's what you make motherfuckers think that like you are there for when you do. To me, when you do shit like that, I'm not speaking for everybody, and I'm not like, this is just the thoughts of an individual.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I'm about to hit this button.
Hit it.
A little bit of Caroline in my life, a little bit of ding wing wow wow wow. It's about that time, oh shit, where we give you a positive message to get through the week. Vince, what is your positive message to get through the week?
You are worthy. You are worthy. Cause it'd be hard for me to give a positive message.
I'll be trying to be negative sometimes.
Cause my positive messages be like, stop being a dumbass, broke ass. I don't know.
You're no fuck.
Let me think. Responsible black men, make sure you are present in the lives of other young black men, and just being there, like, as a mentor, as somebody they can look up to, as somebody, I don't know, that can be there for them, like, as a mentor or whatever, an example. Like, just be that for other people. That's it.
All right. For me, my positive message to get through the week, just because y'all, my positive message to get through the week is just don't fuck animals. They're meant to be petted. They're meant to, you know, probably be good cuddle buddies, you know. Just don't take it any further. Raise your kids a bit better. I feel like every kid doesn't need to identify as everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my positive message to get through the week. Make sure you know, tell us what you liked about the episode, what you didn't like about the episode. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on that motherfucking YouTube. Give us some streams. As always, I am Nas.
I'm Vince.
Thank you for being awkward. Well, I'll see you next week.
Oh my god, it's so big.